Land ho, land ho. Welcome back to Hot Springs Island. Side note, if I am too loud this session, it's because I have headphones that aren't noise canceling, but they work a little too well. So I'm slightly shouting to hear myself. Anyway, into Discord.
Scream into the void, the aliens will notice.
Hello there.
I do play an alien, so yes.
What the hell are you?
I'm an alien.
Oh, see it work, Ivan.
You did it.
That's funny. I'm actually the alien.
Oh,
Are you sure?
Well, they're both aliens.
You call for your own kind?
Yeah.
Seems things worked out for you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Damn. Does that mean you're related to Elon Musk, right?
No, hell no. Absolutely
He's an
not.
Alien, you're an alien. Yet he's
Nope.
an alien.
Wow, racist.
Nope. That is a completely different alien.
It's specious, technically.
Super specious.
Nope. It's called tastist. I have better taste than that.
Arguable.
I taste better than that.
Wow.
I'll say that much.
You definitely taste better.
Thank you.
I mean, what?
Oh my god.
I pride myself on my fatty textures. I'm very
I hate it
juicy.
here.
Alrighty. Anyway, last we left off, it was 8 a.m. We just got past a very wonderful rest and stopped in a new hex, HS09.
It's 8 a.m. of day 8, right?
Correct.
It's a date.
It is date. Yes, it is date 8. And the first thing we shall come across, I shall now describe to you. As we press on through the jungle, we come upon terraces of white stone that step down the volcano's lower slopes toward the sea. Many of the white stairs contain steaming pools of bright blue water. Some of the pools have been completely filled by the white stone, and much of the area around the steps is covered in, they love these words, dendritic buildup, I'll look what that means up in a second, of the same sparkling white rock. No vegetation grows in this area, and the tree line stops immediately at the white ground. This is called the Alabaster Stair.
As you were explaining, Lekka has already jumped in the pool.
Excellent. Let's see what this word means. Oh, it means if you touch it, you die. No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Oh, good.
it's fine.
Bye,
I'm immune
Lekka.
to dendritics.
Dendritic, yes.
Yes, it's right on my sheet.
You're immune to death.
God, some of these words
Yes.
are nuts. Dendritic, having a branched form resembling a tree.
Okay.
I would have never
Not a tree.
guessed that.
I would have never guessed that either.
Same.
That's something else.
You learn something new every day.
All right, then.
I forget something old every day as well.
That too.
This is true.
More than one thing.
Only has so much space in there, right?
So, looking upon this wonderful map, you guys can essentially see what we've come across. They're basically white steps that go down, full of water that's hot. So, Robbie,
Water and
Yeah,
water.
it's quite nice, actually.
you
What
were,
are you hinting at me?
you've been asking,
This is your hot spring.
where are
Oh.
the hot springs?
My hot springs?
There it is.
Does it look safe?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm still alive,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah, like-
Lekka's in it already.
yeah.
I will also jump in afterwards.
Yeah, the water is incredibly warm and welcoming.
Meanwhile, it's someone's pee, isn't it? I hate you so much, husband.
It's water.
No, it's definitely Dragon Pea.
I mean, it could be, but it's mostly
No,
water.
it's mine.
Let's give it
Wife would die. I heard a squeal for a second, and there was
Yeah.
nothing.
She was primarily laughing, and then I was kind of waiting for it to die off.
Okay.
But from what you guys can tell, yes, this is honestly just very nice, warm water. It is incredibly hot, though. I don't know if you're sensitive to heat, Lekka. It averages, apologies, I'll get a converter, about 175 degrees Fahrenheit,
Whoa, that's hot. I think it's a little too hot.
which is about 80 degrees Celsius.
Like-
Oh, it's very hot.
I'm a kobold. I live in caves underground.
Yeah.
Do I have any kind of resistance to heat? Technically, no, but
Does the game say you do?
No.
Okay. This doesn't damage you, but you instantly notice it is incredibly warm. I don't know how hot actual hot springs are.
Let's Google that.
let's Google that.
How
All right.
hot?
We're just gonna Google everything.
It's nice to know.
Up to 140 degrees and hotter. That doesn't really tell me. I mean, at least up to 140, I guess.
This is okay. Well, we'll say at the top, it's closer to 175. Near the bottom, near the middle, which is where you guys are, because we're trying to stay away from the volcano, it's probably closer to 130, 140. So you don't cook yourself, basically.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm from hell. I'm used to heat.
She says as all her hair burns off somehow.
A hell.
All the fur on your tails is gone.
You just have
Tails.
skinny little stubs.
Oh my god! Please
Oh
don't.
no.
I don't even want. I'm imagining it. I don't want to imagine it.
You
But
turn
don't.
into one of those naked cats.
It just means it just means I now have 9 whips to spank everyone with.
Oh god.
Okay, stop.
Does that mean you get, does that mean you get
think
9
that's
attacks? if you lead with your ass, you get 9 attacks.
She gets a new weapon, the Fox of Ninetails.
Exactly. They all do 1 damage, and you have to roll for each one.
I'll take it. Done.
How do you roll if you do 1 damage? Or do you mean a hit?
Yeah, it's just like a punch.
Sure, makes sense.
Punch.
Yeah. Unarmed strike does 1 damage.
So she
Punch.
also gets the -1 strength modifier on it?
Oh no!
Are you using your strength to swing your hips or your dexterity?
I'm definitely using dexterity.
All right. Then it'll do like 2 damage.
It's gonna be like one of those spin kick things.
With your butt?
Yes.
Excellent.
Come
How
on.
does one even do this?
Have you ever seen people play hula hoop? They're shaking their hips.
Yeah. Honestly, if you had the absolute displeasure of walking around with 9 bald tails, I would allow this to you. Because that sounds horribly depressing and no one will sleep with you. I'm sure someone will, but you don't want to sleep with them.
There are definitely people who like Sphinx cats, you jerk.
I'm saying just your tails.
I don't care.
I mean, she can just like illusion some hair on, I guess.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I have that spell.
Sure.
Do
That's a
you?
very good point.
Are you
I
sure?
do! I
Tails,
do!
minor illusions.
Hang
As she
on.
checks her spell book. Of
Oh,
course
no!
I do. Oh yeah, ask
It
your
might be
god.
an
You're
option, but is it prepared?
you're a cleric. Ask your god if you have that spell or not.
God says no.
I mean, just learn some
No, I
warlock
don't
magic.
have it.
You can get it for free, I think.
Well, sounds like she doesn't have it.
I do have disguise self. Can I just make my?
Disguise your ass.
That doesn't work badly.
Only the ass.
Only the ass.
Takes less concentration that way.
Indeed. Upon kind of moving around there, Lekka, you notice that the waters are, as I mentioned, indeed incredibly warm. From a distance, you guys actually couldn't necessarily tell whether or not
After
the
he jumps in, you hear like him screaming as he goes up, and it slowly goes. Ah, this is nice.
the waters were actually incredibly strange looking from a distance. They looked frozen actually for just a moment, maybe mainly because these stairs are incredibly sheer. They're almost 90 degrees going down and down and down. And looking about, Lekka, you notice that there is something sort of glowing, like a cast off stone, just at the bottom of the specific spring that you're currently in.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna dive down because it's far too hot down there.
It would be hot, yeah, that's fair.
And sadly, our bracelet is resistant to cold water, isn't it?
Indeed. But yeah, while you guys are looking around, that really seems to be the only point of interest here. Nothing too crazy. Just a
I mean, I
Hot
could
springs,
try to
basically.
freeze the entire plateau and dig down, but you know,
Don't do that. It'll ruin everything.
what do you mean? It'll cool down or warm up. Either both.
So wait, what
I'll
is
do
he
both.
saying?
there's a glowing rock at the bottom of one of these hot springs.
Can I not see it?
You can see it if you look in the water, yeah.
Wait, actually, how deep is it?
I'd say it's maybe like 10 feet down or so. It's not too deep.
Oh,
that's
I'll
not
use
that
the
bad.
spell that I've never used ever before.
I mean, for you it's kind of deep because you're tiny, but then not so much.
I mean, my bracelet lets me resist
want me to get
pressure,
it?
right?
Cold water.
Oh, only cold water?
Correct.
Okay.
Mage hand.
I've had this for a while and I've never used it.
I mean, I can't tell you how many campaigns we've been in where someone's like, man, if only I had Mage Hand, and we go, oh well.
Right.
And then whenever I take it, we never run into a situation where I can really use it.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, you have to be creative with it, I guess.
Very much so. Which are my
Distance, pet,
My favorite
Yeah,
cantrips.
or Serabi Steels.
I would say that's a long Mage Hand.
What?
He said I think he said the wrong name.
I said Kiara first.
Yeah. It's like thousands of miles away. Yes, the Mage Hand is actually very easily able to grab this. And you kind of pull it up from the water and then, like,
shiny.
you know, plop it on next to you. And you can feel something pulsing from within. It's not like an egg or anything. It looks just basically like a soft white piece of quartz that's just glowing.
Yeah, but what does it taste like? No,
Oh my god.
no.
Just eat everything. Eat the whole island.
I could give him enough time.
Unchain your
I believe in
jaw.
you.
Start going to town.
I guess I'll get out of the nice warm water, prestidigitate myself so I'm dry, and then cast a quick ritual to identify it.
All right.
How is this?
while Lek is doing that, the two of you guys just kind of keeping look. What y'all doing?
Last time we were near some water like this, I got sprayed by that weird bug thing, so I'm looking for those.
Fair.
I'm relaxing, but I might be semi-watching around me, just out of curiosity.
Already.
Like half her head is poking out of the water, ears swiveling
Yes.
around like radars.
Yes.
So as you sort of, because obviously you have to focus for 5 minutes, did you touch it in any way or mess with it at all prior to this, or did you just like put it down and like focus on it?
I mean, after I grabbed it, I took a quick look at it, I guess, and then put it down to identify it.
Okay.
I think do I have to hold it to identify it? I think I do, yeah.
I believe so, yeah. And I'll say while it's in your hands and while you're like focusing on it, you can definitely tell that there's a magic stored within, but upon touching it, you actually notice that there's like a soft spot, almost like a mud, and it actually wipes away quite easily. This stone, what is the weight limit? Is there a weight limit on Mage Hand? 10 pounds? Okay, cool.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So it fits about in your kobold hands. If you were to cup your hands like a bowl, it actually fits like that. And as you sort of move...
Under the orb.
Yes, you ponder this orb, and you actually realize it's not an orb. It is actually indeed closer to a bowl. And as you sort of move away the extra mud that was like caked onto it, you can tell this was carved and like sanded down by some professional. Someone that knew what they were doing, definitely. And after you kind of move the mud away, you notice it was, of course, because you pulled it from underwater, incredibly soppy. But as you scrape this mud out, and you're focusing on the magics within, you notice that the little bowl in your hands slowly fills up with water.
I tip it slightly.
You tip it, and a few seconds later, it fills itself again.
No, that's weird and useful, I guess.
It's very warm water, too.
Oh, wait. Is this entire lake made from this stuff?
From the same stone?
No, the water, basically.
As in the stone filled up the lake.
Oh, that you can't tell. You guys are kind of near. If you were to look at the map, you guys are about down here-ish. So probably not.
I mean, I would probably be looking up like, nah, unless there's more up there.
Yeah, right. If there's one up there, that
what
would
happens
make
if I
sense.
have like the bowl like flipped to the side? Does it continue filling or does it stop?
It actually stops. So essentially, once you're pouring it, you can tell it stops filling. So it basically pours out its full contents once you go to pour it. Once you set it upright, it begins to fill again.
Ooh, useful.
And like I said, the water is very
how
warm.
warm?
You could brew a tea in it.
Nice.
It's not boiling, but it is like on the cusp of being too hot.
Well, now we can make stew whenever we want.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I would say it fills fast enough that if you want to do anything like tea, soup, it fills up quick. You just wait a couple seconds, it's like and it's full.
Like, would there be
Exactly
any
what we
herbs
needed.
nearby that we can probably use for tea or something?
Just throw leaves in it, see what happens. I'll
That's
drink
how
this.
tea works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how tea works, damn it.
Just any leaf. Just throw a tree in there, drink that tree. Hell yeah, buddy.
I love drinking trees.
I love drinking trees. Yes, that's the word I was going to use. All right. Aldrin, Throbbie, you guys don't see anything in the distance. You hear creatures moving about, but they are paying you all no mind.
But what do we see?
You hear creatures moving amongst the trees. This is normal.
Okay.
Looking about, where do you all wish to go next?
So did the ritual I say anything else, or is it just like a bowl that refills with warm water?
That. And then in terms of, just using your eyes, you can tell that it's very well made. Like, it's incredibly smooth.
Now, like, has the issue of how does he bring this with him without accidentally, like, flooding his bag? He's got to put it upside down in his back, I guess.
That would work.
Make sure it doesn't flip over.
And at the very bottom, so everything's
Yes.
holding it down.
Yep. You do know if you hold it upside down, it will not fail.
Unless Lekka gets flipped upside down.
I
And then you're screwed.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fine.
Alrighty. What say we?
Do we want to explore here more? I mean, we have time.
Yes.
It's the morning, right?
Yeah, we have plenty of time. We do have to be careful, though, because this is semi-hostile territory.
Yes.
Yeah, we can look around for another 4 hours.
We'll move the time up to 12. And while the three of you are looking, we'll say we indeed do continue southward. But before you come across anything too interesting, your ears perk up as you start to hear like a someone running through the jungle. And they stop for a moment because they can hear you guys. And maybe something else. And then another pause. And then from just beyond a tree, you can see someone kind of slowly wave a hand out. But it looks odd. And then you hear a voice that just says, "Hello."
Hi.
Half a head kind of pops out around a tree. Difficult to tell, but this individual is definitely balding. They have no hair. And he kind of pops his head out slowly around the corner.
Is he humanoid?
He's human, yeah. He just kind of waves a bit and says, I mean you no harm.
Good. We mean you no harm either, I guess.
What's your name?
For now.
Sorry, ignore the ignore the token. Is half accurate. Take the hair off. He has a beard, no hair.
Is it by choice or is he old?
So, as this individual walks towards you guys, you notice a few things very quickly, actually. And you can tell he's kind of hesitant walking towards you all. He looks a little scared, maybe? The first thing you notice is the reason he was holding his hands up in that very strange way is because his wrists are actually bound with like a black metal. And you can tell from a distance that the metal is probably lined with spikes. And his hands are just completely red in his own blood. He's rather large, maybe about your same height, Aldrin. He's a little bit beefier than you. And as I mentioned, balding. He has a thick black beard that looks incredibly unkempt. He is wearing very ragged and dirty black robes that look like, well, at one point in time, they might have been nice, but both time and this island has not been kind to him.
Do these robes indicate his class?
In terms of social standing, you could tell that someone that you, Sarabi, would definitely notice, these were at one point finer silks. And he looks incredibly wary of your group. His eyes jump to each of you. And he kind of looks down at his hands and says, They captured me. The lizard men.
Which ones?
The Goa.
The fiery ones? The Goa? Oh.
He nods. Correct. I was able to escape, but they killed my traveling companion. Just back there, behind me.
I'll dash forward to see if they're actually there.
As you kind of go to pass him, he says, "Oh, no. It was some while back. Maybe a mile, maybe 2.
Okay.
And why did the Goa have you captured?
I don't know. I'm, well," and he kind of turns away from you guys and holds his hands out and then focuses for a second, and he produces fire. And he kind of points back to you guys and says, They mistook me for, well, I am a mage, I'm one of the arcane arts, but, well, I guess I thought I would be good for hunting. And I apparently disappointed them.
I want to take a look at the shackles.
They look
Manacles.
Yeah, they look very well made. And every time he moves, you can see the little blade just dig into his flesh. The skin around his wrists, now that you're closer, they're just torn up.
Is there like a keyhole?
There is. It's fairly small. And at the angle, there's no way he can pick it himself.
All right. I will direct him over to a more comfortable seating for me to work.
He smiles and follows you. Says, "Oh, bless you. If you could get this off me, I would greatly appreciate it. Do any of you have water or food or anything? I know I'm asking so much, but
I'll take out the bowl. It's a bit hot.
I'm so incredibly parched. At this point, I'd take anything." And he moves over to you, Sarabi, to help him, break out.
I'll feed him the bowl because he can't do it himself.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And that's Rai's feeling Lekka casts hammer.
He very happily takes the water, and as you try to pick into it a bit, Sarabi, your tools do not break, but you can kind of hear the inner workings kind of jam up a bit, and he winces a couple times because you kind of had to shit and pull your tools out. Not that you could cut him any worse, but you did indeed cause him a bit of pain. He goes, it's fine. Do you have any? Looking specifically at you, Sarabi, any spells, magic, or any way to get this off?
I looked. I don't.
He turns to you, Lekka.
Not unless you want to keep your hands.
I would very much prefer to keep them, yes.
I've got a crowbar,
He kind of winces at that.
Crowbar's gonna work.
I mean, it's a manacle, right? We can just slam the hammer on top of it and it'll break eventually.
Along with his wrist.
No. Break the bonding between the hands. so he can at least move his hands.
Is there enough space for that?
No. So
Okay.
to further describe this, it is basic. His wrists are pushed together, basically. And there's like two black circles that are around one side and the other. And then in the middle, rather than being like a chain or something, it's just a hunk of metal. So his palms are facing inward and almost like touching. If you put your hands in front of you and put your wrists like maybe an inch apart, that's how he's positioned. It looks very uncomfortable. You can maybe potentially pry it open. It would definitely take a little bit of work, some oomph, if you will.
I mean, we could keep going at it with thieves' tools, I guess, but
Want to
I can oil it up a bit, I guess.
I want to cast Ray of Enfeeblement to make the lock weaker.
Does it say creature or object?
What? Is that how that works?
It says creature.
Not a creature.
Damn it!
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that works.
If it said weakened a material, then yeah, that would work.
All right. Can I pick it again, or did I totally screw it up?
You didn't break your tools, and of course you have men, so that wouldn't matter if you broke them anyway. You can very much try again. Do any of you guys have? I mean, you mentioned lubricating the gears and such. Do you guys have any tools or spells that would assist her in this?
I think I actually, I used my last flask of oil, so I can't do that.
What?
I
I just have a hammer and a crowbar. That's it.
I think all I can really do is help with the crowbar. If we wanted to go with that.
He nods to that and says, kind of winces, and says, "Would you happen to have any fire magic? Anything you could focus on the center point to, I don't know, split it down the middle?"
Yeah, I've got ice, but well, should also work.
Yeah, you kind of like, maybe, yeah, possibly. He's like, unfortunately, the way it's positioned, I can't get the damn thing off without hurting myself, but it'll grieve you from the outside should be much easier, yes?
I mean, I have
Yes.
Sacred Flame and Produce Flame, but I don't think those can be pinpoint accuracy.
I would say in a situation like this, you could just make the flame and just hold it against the metal, and after a while, it would heat up enough
You can
to...
heat it up. I'll cool it down, and then Eldrin can hammer it.
Ooh.
That sounds good. Let me try picking it once more, though.
You may try once again to Thieves' Tool.
2!
All right. You definitely feel something pop in a good way, and you kind of hear them like, and he looks down and goes, "Oh shit, they move further than like 1 inch apart. Oh my god." And you guys can see that the center part is like half unlocked. Your first picking broke something, Sarabi, and that something is like permanently locked now in a way, but your guys' prior plan would very easily work now.
All right. Do I need to roll Produce Flame?
Make sure
I
you don't
produce
make
flame.
it too hot, though.
I mean, we have more space now, so less chance of burning.
Correct. You guys have space and ample time. So basically we're like superheating it and then cooling it and then hammering it.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. I like this idea so much. I'll give you guys inspiration because that's super cool.
Meanwhile, this guy's like, "Please don't hurt my hand. Please don't hurt my hand."
Yes.
Wow,
Don't
you guys
worry,
need
I
to step
will.
up your game. now. I've already created 2 inspirations now.
I would say, Aldrin, swing your hammer, but with advantage. Excellent.
Nice.
21. Awesome. Alrighty. After they superheat and cool it, you're able to swing your mace down, Aldrin, right in that point in between. And he winces again just because any jolt of this, you can tell, just causes him immense pain. But the manacles, these shackles kind of bend and twist, and you can like hear them crack further. And as they do, something else kind of like a long strip of metal that was around both wrists inside this contraption kind of comes out. This thing was annoyingly intricate. But he's free, finally. He shakes both his hands and he looks at his wrists like, shit! He's like, and he smiles widely. He says, looks at the 3 of you and says, thank you. Truly, what are your names?
I'm Aldrin.
He nods to the 2 of you.
I'm Sarabi.
Thank you. Well, I shake your hands, but well...
I just healed his hands, by the way.
Yes, and he can very much feel that healing magic, and he closes his eyes like, excellent. The bleeding has very much slowed down. You can tell he's in much higher spirits now. He says, my name is Luther. Truly, I greatly appreciate the 3 of you to help a stranger you don't even know.
I hope he's not a bad guy.
If there was anything I could offer you, he looks to himself and says, I have nothing, unfortunately. It was all taken from me for their stupid sport, but I assume the 3 of you aren't here alone?
Technically, no.
Technically not.
He nods and says, well, did you come here with a crew, or...?
Yeah.
Oh, most excellent. Would they be friendly to an individual such as myself?
Oh, definitely.
If you can provide information about the island, yes.
He looks to you and smirks, says, I've been here for some time, I probably can.
And they'll love you.
I'll probably love you, yeah.
Excellent. Well,
It's gonna take you a while to get there, though.
do you guys give him instructions on how to get there?
I'll
Okay.
basically say it's on the other side of the island.
Yeah. He thinks himself for a moment and goes, shit, okay, that's gonna take a while. Then he goes, well, with a little bit of rest and perseverance, I should be able to get there probably by tomorrow. Jesus, what? Looks up at the sky. About noon?
Noonish.
About that. Well, and he smiles again and says, truly, I wish to thank the three of you. If I am able to get any trinkets or anything nice from this... Who's this individual again? So running this escapade?
Martel.
Oh, the Martel Corporation. Perfect. I've had run-ins and dealings with them in the past. Well, if I'm able to get anything nice for the three of you, look for me there.
Sure. Make sure to mention our name as well.
He smirks at that and kind of rubs his wrist like, shit. Like, you did heal him, but he's like, it obviously still very much hurts. And he kind of, all right, well then. And he begins to just move outward into the jungle, yes!
I wanted to ask him what he knows about the Goa clan.
He narrows his eyes and says, besides the fact that they're incredibly ruthless, not much, unfortunately.
Wait, how did you get into their game then?
They caught me.
Oh, so you didn't approach them friendly? They just straight up caught you?
Yes, it's not a game for me, it's a game for them.
He was the praise, Robbie.
Yes, I told you, my partner was killed by them.
Well, no, I thought you said that you were speaking companionably with them, and then you failed something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I know not to approach them. Honestly, that type of barbarism is below me, so not interested.
Fair enough. Also, have you seen a man named Charlie?
Alrighty, he thinks for a moment and says, yes, rather scrawny boy. Blonde hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him.
How long ago? Where'd you see him?
Yeah. Month ago, maybe? Somewhere south of here, near one of the temples.
Wow, has everyone seen him like a month ago?
I
He was
guess.
very much alive, just not... Well, I'll be frank, I wasn't entirely interested in partnering up with someone like that, but...
Why? Something wrong with him?
No, it's a child. Not a child, but inexperienced. Sorry, not interested. Also, he was a
Kinda-
little off-putting.
Kind of like Elvin.
Yeah, he looks off
Why-
and says, hey, he looks a bit more capable.
Definitely. Still a
I
child.
see how it is. I see how it is, Lekka. I thought we were friends.
Oh, we are friends.
Well, if you have no more questions for me, I will be on my way.
Good traveling.
He nods to you all and then heads on out
Into the sea.
into the ocean. He drowns himself,
Oh, good.
as one does. Yay! Alrighty. And as you guys continue to move about within the same 4-hour period, we come across what seems to be 3 very large geysers. As you're moving southward, the jungle stops abruptly at a clearing that is filled with wet, organic-looking ochre stone. 3 humps of steaming rock, one much larger than the other 2, stick up from the ground like warts, and a quiet hissing can be heard throughout the area.
Gross. Warts.
Oh, that's useful, actually.
What?
Did we already cook the meat from the big boar, or boarns, rather?
I thought I was
we-
gonna dry it.
You dried
Yeah,
some of
we're
it,
gonna
yeah.
turn it into jerky.
Yeah. That will expire relatively soon, Zarabi, the piece that you took. You dried some.
Oh, so
Yes,
you want
We
to
can
cook the
it
rest?
over there. Yes, cook it over the geyser.
Sure, I'll pull out what I sliced up and flop it on.
As you move about, getting a little bit closer, you see that these geysers are about... there's 3 of them, so they range anywhere from about 10 to 15 feet high. Specifically, the tall one is a 15-foot, basically giant, water-filled wart that's just kind of steaming. The smaller one's about 5 feet, middle one's about 10.
Please don't describe it as a wart. Oh my god.
Why
It's
not,
gonna
though?
pop.
The problem.
Why not, though?
Because warts
see
and
no problem
beauty
here.
do not go hand in hand.
Oh.
It is an affront to my everything.
To your
Wah.
god.
Understood. As you come closer, you actually notice that there isn't really... So you guys are trying to boil it? Or steam it?
Like,
or
what's it called?
sous
When
vide?
you boil meat straight in the
Is it hot enough?
tonkatsu or something? I don't know.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah,
so
that stuff.
indeed, the water would be hot enough, but
I can just measure that in. So.
yeah, indeed. This water is much hotter than the hot springs you just moved into. Substantially so. You can tell from a distance this would hurt you. definitely. But, strangely enough, these crevices, if you will, there isn't enough water to completely immerse this piece of meat.
I mean,
Damn.
we can cook it in half-seas. I don't care.
But, as you guys are kind of moving about and watching it, you can tell that the bubbling is getting a little more intense. And you can tell the water is starting to fill actually a bit more. And you guys have been here for maybe, because you're kind of exploring and walking around. And I'd say you noticed that they went from maybe 5% full to 25% full. So you can tell that they're actually slowly filling up.
Oh, we should probably not be here when they explode.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there traces of like moving water around here?
Like a river or something?
Yeah.
Or has it recently supposedly rained, quotation marks?
Looking about, you can tell the earth seems somewhat moist as you look around. Aldrin, if you could roll me 2d6 for me.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you guys can tell that these are indeed geysers. It is fairly clear. There's like a spattering around them. It doesn't really go too far. But as it begins to fill, and you guys are kind of checking around, you notice that eventually they're going to erupt relatively soon. And if you guys wish, this would be a semi-opportune boiling opportunity, entirely up to you.
Most definitely.
More steam is beginning to build up, so how do you guys want to do this? Should I throw the meat in there, or?
Like, I have a mess kit, right?
Mhm.
Can I say it like a metal pen in there?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. We should have a pot of some kind.
Yeah, you do.
Then yeah, I guess we'd like to string it up so it doesn't fall.
Okay.
Pot is definitely gonna get launched though.
Yeah.
So you're basically going to put this pot above the water, kind of let it boil up and boil up and boil up, and you have some water in while you're tonkatsuing the leg inside the pot, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Cool, okay, just trying to get a visual image of what's going on here. And as you guys indeed begin to do this, very suddenly, the filling speeds up, and the sputtering and spattering of water increases substantially. The ground shakes ever so slightly, and we'll say your meat's been in here for maybe about 5 or so minutes, like, if even that. So it should be cooked by now, probably. It's indeed like shaking and like ready to go.
Run away.
Like, are you grabbing your meat?
Run away? Yes.
Away.
I'm grabbing my meat and running
Alright.
after Robbie.
Your wheat.
All right,
Yes, my wheat.
excellent.
And my meat.
All right, you grab your wheat and you grab your meat, and as you guys do, suddenly all 3 geysers explode. They erupt, the big ones specifically, almost 50 feet high, of just a jet stream of powerful water, and it sends your pot hurtling through the air, just flying.
Wow.
The other 2 shoot as intensely, but not quite as much water. The primary thing you guys notice is that the area begins to fill with a very, very thick fog, and it's hard to see more than 5 feet in front of you. And this fog billows out rapidly.
Nah, I'll gust it away.
As you begin gusting it away, if the 3 of you could roll me perception, and Lekka roll me perception with advantage.
I am the king of fogs.
Damn.
The Fog Lord,
The Fog Lord. Wait, that wasn't even with advantage.
that
damn.
wasn't even with advantage. All right,
Don't
we have
need it.
a 12, a 20, and a 22 without
Rolling
advantage.
anyway.
Good thing you didn't have disadvantage. And with this, Lekka, you can see very easily around you. Just behind you, though, out of the corner of your eye, you see something that's approximately twice your height move through this fog. It moves rapidly, and it's not moving towards you. It's moving to, you know, where your ally is. It has a long tail, and it very quickly skips through. And you can tell it's being followed by something that is also long and slithering along the floor. Sarabi, you also catch a glance of this, but Mr. Aldrin, you do not.
Perfect. I see nothing.
Lekka, as you are blasting gust around you, you can tell that this figure, whatever it is indeed moving towards Aldrin. What do you do?
How far away is Aldrin from me?
I would say you guys moved off in separate directions, so he's approximately maybe like 20, 30 feet from you.
And how far away are the 2 assailants?
They were about 10 feet away from you, moving towards him, kind of like the outskirt.
Yeah, I think I'll just straight up blast them with some rhymes binding ice. Not hitting Eldrin, hopefully.
Sure.
I just hope Eldrin isn't like in the direct line of sight, I guess.
All right, sounds good. What is the range of this spell, by the way?
30
Lekka?
feet.
Alrighty. Please suspend disbelief and pretend you cannot see. Too far in front of you. besides Lekka, it is, like I said, incredibly foggy to the point where, like I mentioned, it is a deep fog.
Fogu.
Oh my god.
Fogu. And if you would be so kind as to roll me some of that Ambat. Roll me some of that good shit. All right, for initiative, we have 13, 12, and a 9 on Sarabi.
It's all right. I'm a healer. I should go last anyway.
Something is going to move behind Aldrin and hold its turn while you cast this. And with a burst of ice, Lekka, seeing your friend, both this lizard-like creature and the, you can tell now, is a snake next to it, they both actually fail their roll.
Which means they get encased in ice.
Well, the snake would have, except you just completely murdered it.
Good.
Oh no, the poor snake.
So the snake is dead.
Snakens.
Yes, very much snaked. Yes, I'll go ahead and put this on the boy, basically saying that his feet are currently held. You can sort of see him cursing, frustrated. Behind you, though, Aldrin, something slithers up and strikes out at your ankle.
Do it. Why you do it?
Because he's hungry, though.
Oh. Same.
Nom, nom.
You can feel a large snake just dig its fangs into the back of your leg. And as you pull back just in time, you can tell that it wasn't able to secrete its toxins into you. And Aldrin, your turn.
Well, it's time for my fake boy.
Suddenly fake boy. Suddenly fake boy.
And I'm gonna give him a smacking. And miss.
Striking at at the snake, it wriggles off the side as your mace smashes into the floor. This individual is very unhappy that you have done what you have done. Just not a
What you gonna do about it now?
not a good day. Just not the best. You're wearing metal armor, correct, Aldrin?
So I think I have scale mail.
Yeah, we're both wearing scale mail.
I'm naked.
We know.
It's kind of weird, but we don't say anything about it.
We really don't.
No, I am wearing clothes, but they're normal clothes.
Through the fog, you can hear like a chanting and a chanting and a chanting coming from the south of you, Aldrin.
Oh, good.
You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell, which would have been 13. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause the damage again. If they're holding or wearing the object and they take damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con save or drop the object if they can. If they don't drop it, they have disadvantage on their attack rolls. You cannot drop this, so you don't need to worry about that.
So I'll just have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, I guess you do. Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution save then.
Oh, boy.
All right, that would indeed be a fail, unfortunately. As the metal begins to bite into your skin, Aldrin, Sarabi, you really can't see what's happening right now. You can sort of see like a frost forming on the ground near to your south, and you know there's something to your south, but you're not really sure what it is.
I will use my superior ear vision
Ear vision.
That's a thing, sure.
to home in on the sound.
I'll say roll perception with advantage, Sarabi, due to ears and due to Lekka. Okay, so you roll a 9 and a 2, so you got a 13. You can tell this is definitely coming from the southwest of where you are, but you're not sure how far he is. All right, Are you attempting to enfeeble Sarabi?
Yes.
All right, you need to move into melee range to do so. Or not melee range, you can be 10 feet away from him, so you don't have disadvantage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he does succeed, though, on his con save, because you attempt to enfeeble this lad, and he turns to look at you. You can see he's, like, rooted down by ice.
I think you mean dash in, slip. Ah!
No, there's no ice on the floor.
There's no ice.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, you can do it for a fact. That's fine with me. I technically turned him into an ice pillar. Surely some of the ice on the ground also melted or froze, I guess.
Lekka, you cannot see him, but you know where he is.
I am the Fog Lord.
Oh, no.
All right, is this your scoot? Oh, Lord, okay.
I kind of want to
make-
try sweeping it over to push the wind away. Not so much hitting people, but you know.
Okay, are you primarily trying to just create a path from you to where Aldrin is?
Yeah, basically want to clear fog.
Okay, excellent. You essentially instantly blow all this fog away. So in this beam of wind, basically, of course you succeed. Your echo succeeds, but the giant snake just behind you, Aldrin, failed, and he has to be moved back 15 feet from this source. So the snake attempting to snack slowly slides along this flat ground, is like snapping up at you, Aldrin.
Daniel now being able to see will help out Eldrin with the snake, I guess.
Aldrin.
I don't like it here.
I wonder.
I'm assuming, can I like hear him or?
He can see you, and you can see him now because there's no fog there.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that the snake wasn't the one casting magic on me.
Fair enough.
Run over here, and then I can also bring my. I'm just gonna give him a smack.
You're standing on my blood splat.
That's fine.
Get off my dead boy.
I will try to smack him again.
You swing 2 times and he deflects your mace once with his shield and quickly whips around and deflects it again, with this time with his own mace as he catches your shadow's strike. And well, he was originally focusing on Sarabi and he can kind of see her, but now he's interested in you and this strange magic that you've brought to him. He can see 2 of you. So first and foremost, he's actually going to strike. Well, first, I'm actually going to go ahead and do heat metal.
Rude.
All right, roll me con.
Could you stop burning?
Also, seeing your clone, though, this thing will smirk and turn to it. You can tell the mace it's wielding is like spiked at the tip, and he will swing it at your clone, striking, and unfortunately killing your baby. And it sort of
fine, I can bring him back.
He sort of cackles as he now turns to you. Snack is not having the best day ever, so he's gonna kind of zoom you on over. And you can hear it slither behind you, and the lizard in front of you can sort of hear him like just making this like strange noise, and you can actually hear it echoed behind you as well. And before you have time to react, you can feel its teeth as he lashes out at you again.
And I die.
And this time, he indeed strikes you.
Aldrin is having a bad time.
Yeah.
Currently having a bad time, indeed. You also have double disadvantage, Jesus Christ. This time, the poison does indeed seep into your flesh. You can feel your head begin to grow woozy. Sarabi, you can very much see what's happening across this way now. Lekka has cleared all the fog there.
Guiding bolt.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the club.
I'm sorry.
Guiding bolts need some guidance, I think.
Indeed, it goes careening off due to all the fog. It's definitely due to all the fog. All right, Lekka.
Can I hit the snake instead, please?
If
We
only.
have to do everything around here.
If only.
It's not my fault.
We'll say anywhere inside is completely cleared, and the outside is like half vision, but you can see about 5 to 10 feet on the outside of this like push.
So is the fog trying to get back in, or is it like clear?
It is still billowing out. This to be clear, what did you roll and ask to roll 2d6? Like a 5, 6?
It was a 1 and a 3, so
1 and a 3.
total.
Okay, for 5 minutes it's gonna be billowing out.
Oh, good.
I guess I'll keep this up then and try sweeping out some more air.
Okay.
Jump over here, I guess. Adjust my positioning of the ray a bit with my bonus action to hit the snake again.
Sure. Yeah, but
That's my
that's very
bonus
fine.
action, so Daniel can't do anything right now.
All right, and it's a strength save for the snake?
It is, I think.
I assume a 10 fails.
Yes, it should be
All right,
a
and-
13 save.
I believe so. You're blasting him backwards, correct?
Yes.
All right, so once again, the snake just kind of slides backwards
Slides
10,
off.
15 feet, yeah.
I'll just throw a lightning thing at his head. I also miss.
Not just you,
yes.
Sarabi. Not just you, Sarabi.
Oh my god.
We're so good at this.
Oh my god, indeed. All right, guiding bolt critically misses. Lightning critically misses. Careens off in some random direction. So go ahead and move the wind at your leisure. Aldrin, you're not being pushed by this wind, but you see this dark green tattooed creature like sneering in front of you and smiling widely as he draws up his weapon. What are you doing?
Well, I want a potion, but I don't think it really matters. I think I go down anyways. So I'm just gonna summon my boy again in the same spot.
Okay, I'll just give him 1 HP.
Try to hit him, but probably miss. Yep, I might as well use the other charge of my thing. Try and do more damage. Okay.
Oh my god.
I vote we cancel campaign today.
That's 3 critical misses? Not in a row.
I vote we cancel. It's pretty much in a row. That was nearly a crit miss. That's a 2. I vote we cancel. Let's reconvene tomorrow.
You did roll a 2. Holy shit. Okay. Aldrin, you bop, and then you bop a second time.
And then I die.
And then you hold firm. Well, seeing that your boy just popped back up, this creature seems incredibly confused. He like sneers at it. He turns around. He's like, "What the shit?" And then he turns back to you, raising his weapon, Aldrin, and he goes to strike you again. All right, unfortunately, this shall indeed strike. And Sarabi, it's difficult to see as the wind has sort of moved and it's beginning to kind of cloud in again. But you can see him strike Aldrin across the chest with his bladed weapon as he falls down. And, well, that was his action. So he wants to break free. Currently cannot. Will most likely be doing so very soon.
Yeah,
snake
we'll
is-
see about that.
The snake is very unhappy with what you've been doing, so he's just going to kind of rush over to you, Lekka, and then, like, hiss as he chills next to you.
Healing word is a bonus action. Can I use it like a bonus action, or do I need to
Yeah,
be
of course.
a class that has bonus action?
You want to shoot that boy off and get him up?
If you use a
Yeah.
bonus action spell, though, then you can't use a leveled spell for your action.
Yes, to be a cantrip, yeah.
That's a weird rule.
That is indeed 2 spells. That makes sense.
It is a weird roll.
Roll that with 1d12. Consider taking damage. 7 damage.
Ah!
Alrighty. For whom the bell tolls, it rings out throughout the fog, and the creature seems very interested in you now, Sarabi. Maybe he didn't see Aldrin come up, because you're getting in the way of his prey. Lekka.
Well, rather than turning my blast, I'm just going to take a step back. Quick and spell. I'm going to have to drop my air blast, so you can remove that. And I'm casting Hold Person on the lizard person instead.
Alright, excellent. And for now, you very much can see the lizard. He's not doing so hot. He's rooted. And the fog is only getting thicker.
Well,
Alrighty.
shit.
Unfortunately, he does indeed succeed as you attempt to hold this bad boy down. And he hisses. He's not really sure where it came from. His eyes are like piercing into the fog. And you can feel the snake is... he's staring at you real hard, like real hard.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to move 10 feet, fly with my thingy. And then I still have an action left because I used my meta magic bullshit.
Alrighty, luck is
And I
definitely on your
end my
guys' side. You are unfortunately rolling very, very low. Alright, Aldrin, you're back up. Your double is up. This
I had,
beast-
I had my fun with my ice blast.
I think my double's actually gone when I
Oh, is
went
he-
down.
When you go unconscious?
Yeah, I think so.
That makes
I'm
sense.
not 100% sure, but... Well, I'm not going to bother summoning him because there's no real point right now. I'm just going to bonus action. Nice.
Good old... Oh, man, okay. Oh, we are cursed today. You rolled a 1 on that with D6.
Just throw a javelin at his back.
Alright, sounds good. Hey, you hit him in the ass, finally. Alright, roll for a concentration check. Alright, he rolls a 20. He's gonna hold it, unfortunately. Alrighty, the creature looking about is now bloodied. You can hear him snarling in this fog. We'll say at the top of the order, it's gonna basically be good luck seeing anything again. But for this round, you guys can all kind of see each other since we're equidistant. He's actually going to attempt to break out of this. Use an action to break away. Okay, so I'll say he uses his action to go ahead and break that out. And then he will run for you, Sarabi, with your crazy bullshit healing magic. Mr. Aldrin, he'll use his bonus action to activate the burning once again. Okay, that's exactly 9 damage.
Goodbye.
Darn. All right, you guys don't necessarily see this, but you hear like metal clump in the distance. You think you can see Aldrin go down as a snake rushes towards you, Sarabi. All right, bares its fangs and goes to strike at you. Sinking its teeth into your ankle, it bites deep, and you can feel a venom course through your body as you are now poisoned.
Is it poison?
Poison.
I have advantage on saving throws against poison.
All right, roll again. Constitution. All right, unfortunately, Sarabi, you are still poisoned, but it is indeed your turn.
This island was a mistake.
Word of Radiance! Ah! Alrighty. The lizard fellow fails, and the snake both fail. And he will hold concentration.
Ah!
Uh-huh.
As the fog is thickening, you do feel like you can currently escape. Lekka, so we'll say on this round, you can kind of still see Sarabi, but it's starting to thicken up. And you do know the Aldrin went down, but locating him is semi an issue.
It's fine. I'll just die over here.
I mean, I can run over, I guess, but at the same time, that's gonna... Actually, can I run over?
I mean, you don't
Nope.
really know exactly where I am anyways.
No.
It's fine. I'll just roll a 20.
Just stand back up. I ain't gonna die, bitch.
Yeah.
And then
Today's
go
not
back
my
down the
day.
next turn.
I'll send over Daniel to give me... Actually, can I give myself advantage on this hit with Daniel? I'm gonna aim at the lizard folk. Like,
Alright,
swoop in,
Yeah,
give
like I said,
myself advantage.
for this round, you very much can still see. At the end of the round, though, it's going to be 10 feet, basically. Alrighty, Ice Knife is the weird one that explodes, right?
Yes.
The initial strike will do half damage as it does. There's just one. And then the explosion makes them both roll for dexterity. So dex save 1 is a 12, which I believe fails, right?
I'm not sure because this is my wizard save. It might be 11.
Oh, okay. Snake rolled a 22. But he'll take half of 7, which will be 3. He's
Alright,
currently
yeah.
bloodied.
I think you're cheating now.
I'm definitely cheating. Well, no, the Arva...
Even the Foundry does all the work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he'll still take half, so he'll take 3. Except it doesn't trigger actual damage. It is basically splash damage, glancing blow. Basically, he deflected it, and little ice daggers went everywhere and kind of spattered them, rather than like directly hit them. All right, I know you're holding your position there. I do believe you can scoop for free.
I definitely am because I don't want to be near him.
Fair enough.
I run in this general direction.
And from there, you can definitely see that Aldrin is on the floor. All right, my friend, roll me a... All right, Carpet, go.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, now that he can move, the Arbor begins to look about, and he sniffs at the air. Well, he very much likes the taste of you, Sarabi. So he's going to keep heading that way. Actually, what he's going to do is from a distance, before he completely full-on sees you, he's going to pull something out of a side pouch he has, swing it above his head, and you hear... and he throws something at your legs as you're attempting to escape from him.
Oh, cool.
All right, this will strike at your ankles as a metal ball crashes into your bone. As it wraps around you, you're like, oh, shit! And
Ow, you mother sucker!
as you are running, it pulls around your ankle, and you fall to the earth. You are now both prone and restrained.
We're having a good time.
Having a
One
good
of
time.
these days we'll start rolling high again.
He begins to move
One
over to
day.
you,
Are you
and then the snake will also move over to you, bloodied and ravenous. And it
Of
will
course
lash
it will.
out with its fangs. All right, Sarabi, you're on the floor. You got this bolas around your ankles. What do you do? Get away from me! All right, the snake succeeds, and he succeeds. They'll both take 1 damage.
Can I stand up or am I stuck?
You can use half your movement to stand up. Yeah, your feet are still bound.
All right, I'll stand up.
You got your ankles tied. All right,
having
Like
a
a-
good time?
having a good time.
Look around for Aldrin, I guess, and feed him a potion.
All right, you finally find him. He's on the floor, breathing heavily.
Still burning alive.
Still burning. His armor is still warm.
And we're not.
If I feed it, is it full heal or is it...
Oh, you're using it as an action. If you use it as an action, it's a full heal.
Yes, if I'm feeding it to him, it has to be an action, right?
Yes, has to be an action, correct. So he'd be at 8.
I think Sarabi's in trouble.
Hate everything. Screw this island.
How far did I move? 15 feet?
About that, yeah.
No, I'll move 15 feet closer-ish. And I'll let Daniel swoop in, I guess, to have advantage to someone.
Sure thing. Next person who hits the boy will have advantage. He's like batting at the bird as it's flying around him. And like annoyedly sneers at it. Aldrin, you're back to the land of the living, my friend.
I don't like it here. Just let me die.
You can follow Daniel's screaming.
Yeah.
I can't see him, right?
He is like basically I'll say you can see him, but he's effectively in 3/4 cover. If you get to like 15 or so feet from him, it won't be any cover at all.
Yeah, you can throw your javelin from there with advantage.
Either way, I'm just gonna summon my boy over here as a
You can
distraction.
always
Sure.
throw your sword.
And then I will throw another one. Disadvantage. Let's go.
No advantage.
So yeah, it evens out. Advantage and disadvantage. All right. This time you actually strike him firmly in the back, and he kind of, and now he actually will roll to drop. Hey, wait, meets it, beats it. Yeah, got a 10. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Darn. All right. So he's able to hold firm. You feel your armor is still indeed heated, Aldrin, and there's like a javelin sticking out of his right shoulder blade. You can just hear his growling.
That's all I got.
Alrighty. Let's see. He is indeed surrounded by many folk. You just struck him in the ass. You just summoned a boy next to him. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to fate.
Attack Daniel. Do it.
Boop, 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 boop.
You won't.
It seems my original prey has not yet gone down. He will now run towards you. You get an opportunity attack with your boy?
Is it disadvantage?
The boy shouldn't have disadvantage because he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
he's not poisoned. But you still roll a 9. That doesn't mean
it's
still miss.
same roll.
So only half. And no roll of concentrator. He rushes towards you, Aldrin. Weapon rised in the
Risen.
air, and he will strike.
Goodbye, friends. Not goodbye, friends.
Goodbye, and
Fortunately,
Lions.
you just barely dodge this and hold on to life.
Oh my god.
Sneck sees a wonderful treat. It will not follow its master. Instead, it will bite into this wonderful, delicious Sarabi.
Irresistible Sarabi.
Irresistible.
Damn
See, it
straight.
does have downsides.
Sarabi, the snake dives at you and you're able to roll out of the way as it spatters into the stone next to you.
Oh.
Oh, Aldrin. Roll me concentration. Not concentration. Constitution.
Oh boy.
All right, you are no longer poisoned, my friend.
Nice.
So.
Yes.
You guys should try not getting hit. See,
Well, I wanted to hit him enough to where the
Screw
stupid
you.
magic would stop. But rolls said no.
If I polymorph, will I slip out of my bounds?
It's
Okay.
only the fox.
I will say because it's a fox, yes, but traditionally, all status debuffs remain when you polymorph. I will say, obviously, poison still stays, but that will drop off. The bolus.
Polymorphing.
Okay.
Also,
Wonder
do
if
remember the
it's-
snake does have attacks from opportunity, apparently.
Oh, that's fine. I will bound away.
All right, and you're in baby fox mode.
I'm in fox mode.
This is technically you. Say
Oh, no.
say hello to yourself. Why you say, oh no, he's cute?
That's not black, though.
No, I mean that's why you gotta get a custom picture for yourself.
All right. I accept for now.
Yeah, for now. So it will strike out at the fox and not you. It actually missed. All right, you're able to actually jump out of the way as in your little fox mode. All right, Lekka, the fogs are moving in deeper and deeper. You need to be within 10 feet to actually see your target.
So, if I were to hit Aldrin's armor with my Ray of Frost, not for damage, but to like cool him down, would it work? For one round, basically. Not
Oh.
forever.
Yeah, sure.
So he doesn't take damage this round.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Twin spell, because it's a single target spell, I think. And I'll shoot one at both Aldrin's armor and the lizard man.
Sure. I won't have you roll for Aldrin, but I'll have you roll for Lizardman.
And I miss again.
Even though it missed, that still rolled pretty good damage. So that's still 3, fortunately. He looks incredibly perturbed as this ice kind of blasts him on the shoulder. He looks between the two of you. And Aldrin, you feel that your armor has been cooled for a round. Is Daniel doing anything? Or was it a bonus action you to shoot the second ray, or they both fire at the same time?
No, twin spells, two in one. So
Okay.
bonus action, advantage to lizard.
Okay.
Well, and I'll use my magic thingy to fly in the tree. 10 feet.
Sounds like a
So
plan.
he can't hit me.
No way.
Sure. Basically pop
You
up 10
know,
feet and
take-
climb onto the tree.
You don't take Lekka.
All right, excellent. Aldrin, you see this bird fluttering in front of this creature's face as it sneers down, looking at you. You can feel like you're on your last limb. But so is he.
Gonna try to I don't know, just smack his jaw off, I guess.
Okay.
Going for the jaw.
Hey, there's a hit
For your
already.
face.
Man, he is just rolling so well these concentrations. You got
Jesus.
25 on concentration. Is that 19? That's 19. Oh my god. All right. Damage as you can hear a bone just crack under the weight of your weapon.
I guess I'll move my other boy right here. Maybe
All right.
distract him. I don't know.
Okay.
That's all I got.
You're not sure if there's that's respect you see in his eyes or anger or something else, but he very much wants you dead. Bonus action will not do anything because your armor is super chilled right now, but he will still have a nice little swing at you. Not that anymore.
Goodbye, friends.
Oh my god. Already strikes you from above and you feel your shoulder basically dislocate as he
How much
strikes
health
into
do
you.
you have again?
Total 34.
34, yeah. Yes, that was quite a bit. My god. Pain, Aldrin. Searing pain as you sink to the floor.
My
And-
favorite.
Hmm,
Sleep.
Snake Boy. Looking about. Not sure where to go.
Yeah, you're gonna slither up, bitch.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. The snake will slither up.
Actually,
Basically-
do snakes get climb speed or?
He'll swing at you with disadvantage because he's basically using his body to, climb up this damn thing.
I guess.
But just snapping down at you, he's kind of and he lashes up at you.
And he misses.
Fortunately, he does indeed miss. He's just snapping at your feet. Seems incredibly, understandably frustrated. Sarabi, Small Fox, what do you do?
Pop, 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 pop.
Ankle bite.
And, on the snake. Can I
Yeah.
jump onto the lizard's head and then jump up and grab the snake?
I mean, technically, everything has a climb speed. It's just half of what your move speed is. So how far were you? Yeah, you can basically get within range. And you can nip at his heels if you want,
I nibble the snake.
Why is it disadvantage?
because she's still poisoned.
I quit.
Oh.
Oh, actually, at the end of your turn, roll con. I'm not doing this.
I quit.
Roll. Okay, I'll roll for you. I'll roll for you. Oh my god!
Don't look at it, wife.
Everything is cursed. Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh my god! What the hell? Oh.
Could you guys stop like dying?
I
one
can't
minute?
help it. The dice said we're gonna die.
Holy shit, how can that be so unlucky? Oh my god. Alright, a critical fail attack and then also a critical fail constitution save. Technically, she would have rolled at the end of her turn, last turn, and then technically she'd roll right now. Okay, so it's off. Going forward.
It's an 11. Yay.
Oh, that's horribly unlucky. Okay, a snake is nipping at your heels, Lekka. This lizard man recently downed your friend is now looking up.
Where is waifu currently?
I'll say she basically jumped up the tree, bit him, and then went back down.
I kind of need her to be out of the range of this.
She's 10 feet away from you? What's the range of Thunderwave? Because it comes from you, right?
15? Then I just jump down and get behind them.
Yeah, that way she won't get it. And neither will Aldrin if you move behind them.
Yeah, and I'll use my magic to fly 10 feet back up. Bonus action on Lizard Man, I guess.
Okay.
That's still 6 damage.
That is diesel 6 damage. Which kills the giant poisonous snake. And leaves the lizard very, very low. Alrighty. Aldrin, make me a save.
I hate everything. Almost a 1.
Almost a 1, but not a 1. The boy is looking about. You see a fox. You see a dude. You killed his friend. He's incredibly low in HP and not doing so hot. He'll move over to you, good sir, and attempt to have a bonk.
Is he also going to get disadvantage for attacking while climbing?
So yes, I'll roll again on him and give him disadvantage. Okay, that actually would have missed. Alrighty, Sarabi.
Kill
Yeah,
him
but
in tiny fox form.
My
I
bite's
believe.
my bite's a 1b4 minus 1. All right, you know what? I will bite.
Okay.
You want me to bite? I'll bite.
It can't get any worse.
I roll a 0.
You can roll a 0, yeah. 1.
All right, I bite. I'm not letting go.
Okay, you nip and you're just on his ankle and he's looking down at you like, what are you doing?
I'm not nipping. I'm chomping.
You're chomping, you're going
On
big
the
munch.
Tail.
I'm going big mange.
Alright, you're just hanging on his tail and he's trying to like waggle you off. Back to you, Lekka, as you see this lizard climbing up the tree and to whack you. What do you do?
I'm going to finally use the attack that can't miss.
Alright. Alrighty, you fire off your 3 magic missiles. This will be enough to finally kill him. How do we do it?
I'm just barraging down missiles at him at this point. As I jump down myself on his face.
Mario
Final
jump?
stand. Basically, I'm Goomba stomping him.
Yeah, you Goomba stomp him on the ground. Alrighty, excellent. And he kind of just gives up the ghost. He's like, ah, and just falls back, and he tries to slash out up you again, but he just completely misses, just taking a tear into the tree. As you see, they just into his chest, and you can hear whatever Aldrin loosened bone-wise completely just like shatters as he just hits the floor, and some of the fog kind of billows around him.
I'm gonna keep jumping on him for a bit until I realize that Eldrin is almost dead.
All right. As you do that, Sarabi, I will jump this to you instead of Aldrin. You can do 1 action before he gets his save.
It's fine. I won't roll a 1.
Unpoly.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm gonna roll anyways to see if I would have died. Nah, I would have gotten up. I was fine.
Me? Oh my
I
god.
was fine.
There's the
I was
crit.
good.
Just before Sarabi uses his magic, Eldrin comes up.
Holy shit.
I will walk over here and kick the body.
He is very
I hate
much
this island.
100% dead.
Kick.
Just keep kicking.
Kick.
You may keep kicking. He is 100% dead.
I will kick him too.
Also, where's the snake? I want to kick back too.
It's next to him. He basically landed on top of it.
In fact, I'm chopping off the head
Okay.
and I'm gonna eat it.
The snake head?
Yes.
Oh,
The
God.
body. We're having snake for dinner, boys.
Okay.
Yes. Put it in the pot. Snake
Oh.
soup.
Where's the pot? I'll throw it in the pot.
Pot probably got blown up into the air.
The
Oh,
pot
no.
We're gonna
probably
have to
landed.
look for it.
Yeah, the pot landed somewhere a little while ago, most likely. And after about, we'll say 4 more minutes, the fog seems to have completely cleared.
All right. Well, I have a miskit too, so I'll take out my own pot and boil the snake up.
Lekka is very exhausted right now. And he's also kind of anxious looking around. We should probably hide somewhere.
It's probably a good idea.
All right, as you guys kind of scoot off somewhere to start cooking this snake up. You got
Snakes.
Yeah, snakes. You got 2 of them. And they
Oh,
were
one
indeed.
of them is defrozen, actually.
All right. While we're cooking, I'll prayer of healing everyone.
You're what?
While we're cooking, I will prayer of healing everyone.
Oh, I did not hear healing. I heard peeling and got kind of scared.
Yes,
Oh, no.
I will heal
You do have to
everyone.
peel the snakes. Lekka will
I
be
died.
peeling the snakes.
Please peel your snakes for Ethan, people.
Actually, yes, I'd like to use the
Nah.
snakeskin for some boots.
No.
In fact, where's the other snake? There were two, right?
Actually,
Are you-
snakes
I mean,
can make
One
One
great
snake for one
bandages.
boot, the other snake for the other boot.
All right, we'll say with this time, you guys are allowed some wee rest as you're cooking up snake, maybe making some shoes out of them.
I'm definitely making some shoes. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm attempting to.
Okay. It'll probably take longer than a handful of minutes, but maybe you can get the snakes cut up enough and get their skins ready, and then eventually, do something with them.
Works for me.
Other than that, like I mentioned, the fog clears after about 4 minutes after the fight. The area seems clear, besides all the blood spatter. Some ice that you see is now melting very quickly. Anyway, what do y'all do?
Contemplate why I even came here.
I cry in a corner.
Adventure.
I mean, I'll be out of it unless we take a long rest. So, actually, I
Right.
do have one spell story I can do.
Oh yeah, you can technically poke that bracelet, gives you a spell slot back.
Up to what level?
3 or lower.
I will get back one second level spell.
I think we actually need to keep moving. After like a short break, I think we should keep going.
Wait, a short break.
Yeah, you guys are taking 5 to cook and like mess around and whatnot.
Because we don't want to stay in this area. There's clearly probably other lizards in this area.
Yes.
And as soon
We
as they find the
definitely
blood,
don't want
they're
to
gonna
stand near the corpse, at least.
they're gonna come looking.
I'll have our friend Daniel on the lookout for them.
He's keeping a sharp eye for any other perpetrators.
Actually, I'm gonna loot the corpse first.
Sure.
What
Upon-
does this lizard have?
Yeah, upon looking through his belongings, he had one more bolas. He obviously has his obsidian. It's like a mixture between both a spear and a club. And he has one more thing on him in his little satchel. It's actually quite large. It is a wooden sphere that's approximately 1 foot in diameter. And it looks as if there's basically strips of wood, kind of like on the deck of a ship, just like wrapped around it, and they're continuous. There's no seam. So you got wood. Like we'll say like 3 planks of wood that are basically completely circular, and they form this ball.
I'll take a look at it and, I don't know, can I investigate it or something?
Yeah, definitely. You can tell that it isn't just a wood orb. It's magical, definitely.
Then we'll take a 5-minute break and I'll identify it, I guess.
We can say you did that while Sarabi's like skinning this fish. What? Skinning this snake, and you guys are kind of hiding off on the side of the
Yeah,
woods.
snakes are fish. It makes sense.
What you discover, you want to add this to loot. It's not something you can equip. Go ahead and call it the foldable canoe, because that's what it is. If you push
Nice.
on the wood properly on certain locations with the right intent, it'll pop open into a 7-foot long canoe.
Okay.
It takes D6 minutes to repack.
Oh, now Lekka owns another boat.
All right, and after all that, where do we head to next?
I think
what
we want
else
to get
was-
away as quickly as
Screw
possible.
this hex.
We're seeing
you-
2 of the 3 here anyway, so.
Do you like that, Sarabi? Is that good?
Can you make it bigger, please?
No.
I want to see the prettiness.
No. it's
I
basic
know
ants.
the fox is supposed to be small, but that's a pretty picture.
Yeah, I'm joking.
It has to be tiny, otherwise it's bigger than me. Can't have that.
All right, make it at least as big as Lekka.
Alrighty. You guys do indeed have options. I will say moving east from here will not put you in the volcano, but it'll be moving up against the side of it, and it's relatively dangerous. And you guys obviously know that because it was told to you.
I'd rather not.
Right now, we definitely want to go somewhere safe-ish. Or safer than the rest of the island.
So I guess we could try south.
Okay,
But I
southeast or
see a
southwest?
Yeah, I was about to say, I see
Southwest.
southeast and southwest.
Yeah, I believe I told you the Goa are southeast of here.
So we go southwest for now.
Oh, to be clear, that was an Arva, by the way.
The super aggressive ones?
That was an Arva?
That was an Arva, yeah.
Well, that makes
gentlemen, you-
sense, I guess.
Yeah, the gentleman you ran into mentioned he was being followed by something.
Oh, we do not want to be anywhere near here then. Wait! Sorry, he's way far north. Aren't they super south?
Correct, he's further north than he should be. Also, to reiterate, in case you forgot, if you go...
Yeah. My notes say they're far southwest.
Correct. So he pointed to your map. Now that you guys are this close, 2 hexes southwest of here is like their base. Not like their base, but like they are hanging out there.
Let's go southeast then.
Aren't you glad you took notes?
I'm attempting to take notes, yes.
I'm attempting to let waifu take notes, yes.
Nice.
I mean, they're very basic notes, so I don't know how helpful they are.
Oh, you have them organized by day? Ooh,
I have to
Mhm.
count for my lust-filled hunger.
your lustometer.
Yeah, my
Oh, no.
lustometer.
These are very interesting notes.
They're also Sarabi notes, so they're not complete for you guys.
We are moving down to 16, I believe.
I dare say there's some places to hide in here. I want to explore this area.
Fortunately, the first thing you see is actually going to be that. Prior to that, though, on your guys' way there, you're actually going to see something from a distance.
Oh boy.
There's a river. Let's test out the canoe.
No, let's do that later. I want to explore first.
First and foremost,
We can explore in a canoe.
are you ready for this?
No.
Are you prepared?
No.
Never.
All right. Well, prepare yourselves for this absolutely wonderful lad. From a distance, you can sort of hear stone and earth grinding up against earth. And
No.
it stops for a moment and then picks up again. And then kind of stops and then picks up again. There's a very specific rhythm to it. And if you kind of pause for a moment and listen, you feel as if you can actually not necessarily like understand its speech, but it feels like speech. Gazing around the corner, you guys can actually see this rather jolly looking lad
Oh my god.
slowly erecting earth, and he's just kind of pulling up like a pillar, and you can basically hear it chanting to itself. It's paying you all no mind as it's seemingly enjoying this. You hear some like little chirps and whatnot every time it moves its rather large stone beak. You hear like crumblings of stone and rock and such.
It's kind of cute.
What's it saying, though?
You can't understand, but you feel is essentially, you can tell it's trying to get attention, and you can tell he's trying to make this almost as if someone asked him to do this, and he's happily doing it. And he's trying to make it look good to get attention. And as he's kind of continuing to pull earth up, you can see it slowly start to kind of take shape. He's kind of whittling away at the stone, and you can see like a pair of legs, and then some arms, and it's a really, really rough humanoid shape. Kind of big on the top, like a barrel chest. Almost like they're wearing like plate armor, but it's exaggerated, incredibly exaggerated. Almost like the legs are too small to like hold this thing up.
Yes, he's like a Korean MMO character.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no.
Am I feeling that he is singing something like naturally, or is that after I do comprehend language?
So prior to you casting it, you could feel it, and then after you cast it, you feel the exact same thing. Like nothing's changed, but only you're sensing this. The two, Sarabi and Aldrin, you guys just hear stone. That's it. You have no idea what it's doing.
Weird. He's definitely saying something, but he isn't saying something apparently.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but still, I
Hmm.
feel like I can hear something. Are you not hearing that?
I'm hearing rock scratches.
There's definitely more than rock scratches. I mean, he seems friendly enough.
I mean, if we can't talk to him, I'm content to let him do his thing.
True. I'm not in the best shape myself. Maybe tomorrow.
Or the next day.
Yes, let's find somewhere to rest for now.
And as you guys are moving about, the first thing you run into is, well, basically impossible to miss. It is a very large, rusted hydra. Under it is a spire of basalt, approximately 30 feet tall and 20 feet in diameter. It's covered in smooth, vertical channels that rise from an overgrown slope. There's a red-brown statue of a 7-headed hydra that stands on top of the spire, mouth agape in a frozen roar towards the sky. The top of the hydra's highest head is 50 feet above the basalt pillar, and the tail spirals around the base all the way to the ground. And then there's rainbow-colored flowers that are just kind of sprouting around it.
You think we can climb the tail up?
I was gonna suggest that.
Yes, you can.
Like, does it look like it's something that people just randomly do, or is this like a nice hiding spot?
It looks like you can climb the tail because it spirals all the way around this basalt spire.
Question.
Answer.
What happens to hydras when they die?
They die.
They die.
Why?
They die. I don't think it's anything special.
I mean,
They're
you
just
Okay.
dead.
you gotta decapitate them and like search their wound, I guess. But
I mean, I was wondering if maybe this was like a statuified, petrified hydra.
I mean, that's always a possibility.
That is a possibility. You can't, obviously, unless you get closer to it. But from a distance, it looks like rusted metal. It's very hard to tell. It very much could be petrified by magic. But from a distance, it looks like a statue.
All right, well, that looks like both a hiding spot and a vantage point. So let's go.
All right, are we climbing up it, basically?
Yes.
We climb the hydra.
Okay. You sort of have to kind of move through these, the flowers that are at the base of this thing to get up. But other than that, it seems that there's, I won't say like footholds, but the tail is relatively flat on top. It's not staired. It's flat. so it's a little hard to get up, but since you guys have time, it's not too much of an issue. Running will cause you to slip. It's actually pretty slick on your feet.
Fine,
Can I pick some of the
class.
flowers on the way up?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, are they weird flowers? Or are they just flowers?
Pick them and find out.
I mean, if they look like visually interesting or weird, then I definitely would have.
Yeah, are they actually rainbows or just lots of assorted colors?
Rainbow.
I'd
Yep.
pick a few flowers, I guess.
Picking a bunch.
And I taste them now.
Let's see. So, upon walking up, we'll say because it's so in your face, it's basically impossible to miss. They grow on...
good.
Yes, they grow on stalks. There's no skull. That's there to be cute. They grow on stalks that are approximately 4 to 8 feet tall. And then there's flowered petals, basically, like actual rainbow, like you asked, growing from these stalks. And there's a whole bunch of these. They're all at the base of this large statue.
How sturdy are these flowers?
The flowers are relatively soft. The shorter ones are pretty floppy. But you notice the ones that are closer to like 7 to 8 feet are actually incredibly rigid, like wood rigid.
Oh, I'll break one off, I guess,
Okay.
if I can.
Yeah, you're definitely able to. You can break it off from the bottom, actually. What, are you touching them in any way, Sarabi, or messing with them?
Yeah, I'm picking a bunch.
Okay. And are you doing anything with them?
I'd like
Eating
to
'em.
pull out one of my vials and stick them in there like a vase.
Okay. Just the flower itself?
I mean, and a little bit of the stalk so it can fit in there and not get crushed.
So you're able to capture those. And holding on to this Leca, it's got some heft to it, actually. It's definitely, it almost feels as if you're carrying a spear. If you were take off all the little leaves, you're kind of moving your hand up it feels incredibly firm. And the tip is actually sharp, like sharp.
Like I was giving it some like practice swings.
It feels good to swing, actually. It's got a little bend to it, like just enough. You do know, just from looking at it, that it is indeed a flower and will eventually deteriorate.
Makes sense. I still slap Elgin with
Yeah.
Wow.
it. Softy. Like, on guard, haha.
Rude.
It's not rude, it's playful.
Are there any
Fun and
obvious
friendly.
seeds to these flowers?
There are, yeah. They're located inside the little flower. So if you popped one in there, you definitely have one.
I'm taking 3 flowers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they don't seem to be hiding whatsoever. I'll just drop one item in your inventory.
Yeah.
You want to add any notes to it, you're more welcome to do so.
Okie dokes.
Yeah, but you can tell, like, the one you have is, I won't say like a straight up single use spear, but if you hit something hard, it would snap, definitely. And then it'd be like a knife effectively at that point. But if you wanted to, this could 100% be used as a weapon. You could definitely kill someone with this.
Hey, Eldrin, do you need some more spears? Javelins?
These actually work as javelins?
Yeah,
I'll throw one at the wall. Or something that can stick, I guess.
you give it a good huck, and while it's indeed sharp enough to penetrate, the stalk of it does kind of snap. Effectively turns to a knife after.
It probably won't last too
It
long.
turns
honestly,
into a dagger.
Effectively, yeah.
Aha. See, if you put some poison in them, it'll break off and it won't come out. Actually, that's a good point. I'll take a look at the tips and see if they're poisonous
They're not.
real quick.
You don't no I won't say no secretions.
No, weird.
There's definitely something secreting from the flower, just slightly, and there's a little bit. Let's say it's not. You can tell it's not poison. Petals actually have like a secretion on them, not the flower actually. So the little green floops that are coming down from it. Other than that, the point of the spear seems fine.
And continue up the lizard's tail we go.
And as you guys head up, you can kind of see over off into the horizon. From this high up, you see what looks to possibly be a ziggurat off in the distance. It's like southeast of here. You see many rolling hills. You see a river that's flowing down. And looking downward, you can actually see that the river is flowing not from this like basalt pillar, but it runs alongside it.
So, upon closer look at the Hydra,
Mhm.
is it expert craftsmanship or could it be real?
How good are you with stone and such?
Like
mean, if
you
you-
would know the difference between hard stone and soft stone, I guess, but that's about it.
Well, and if you lived underground, you should have some idea.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like if this is like a man-made stone, like clay or something, he would probably be able to tell, but that's about the extent of his knowledge probably.
Okay. It is made of something called hematite, which is a kind of iron ore that is made up of iron oxide crystals.
Tastes like rust.
Wait, what are iron oxide crystals?
Iron oxide is rust.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
oxidized iron.
Yes, so it is a giant rusted hydra. And you can very much tell it was crafted from that. It is not an actual hydra.
I will update my notes.
And then we'll say both using like just your eyes and then also Daniel's excellent vision, Lekka. You see also off in the distance, maybe like while you guys are climbing, he's kind of flying about, just kind of having a look-see here. You see both that ziggurat off in the distance, which is surrounded by jungle, but there's an obvious clearing. It's incredibly easy to see, especially this high up. Did you guys climb up the Hydra, or you're on the basalt where it's standing? There's room for it.
I think on the platform.
Like
climbing on top of the Hydra itself sounds a bit dangerous.
Dangerous, correct, very dangerous.
I want to go up.
I mean, I can have Daniel secure a rope for you.
Oh, that'll work.
Assuming the Hydra isn't more than 60 feet up, I guess.
And if it's rusty, I'm gonna pull out some gloves.
Bring some tetanus shots. Like knowing Sarabi, they're probably like very leather gloves, like latexy.
Definitely leather.
I mean, it has to be. Latex doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. In fact, probably not meant for rust, but that's all right.
Meant for something.
Why?
Climbing up higher, you can see that structure, and then another, not necessarily structure, but it's like an outcropping of other slabs of basalt. And they're huge. They're formed not in a circle, but there's like a circular outcropping, and then on top of that are like basalt slabs. And they look like they're arranged intentionally.
Wait, where's that?
Probably like southish of here.
Stonehenge, that's what it's called.
It's very
It's like
Stonehenge-y, yeah.
Very henge-like. And
Alright, well,
I'll take a long rest, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm content to make camp up here.
Let's eat some snake soup.
Oh
Yum.
boy.
We'll see how my
Snake
cooking
and
did.
boran soup.
Yes.
It's a weird taste.
All right, you guys want to camp up here?
Did remove the poison, right, from the snakes?
What?
Pretty sure you cut their heads off and like remove all that nonsense, right? You just use like the bodies?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sarabi totally knows how to do that. Shifty eyes.
So there is room under this Hydra's belly for you guys to rest, and you guys are, 30 feet up? Yeah, you're 30 feet up from the jungle. There's no, I mean, there's some birds perching like in the mouth, but they're just perched there for a second. They fly away. You see some birds were like on the rim of this thing, but when you guys moved up here, they all fluttered off. But other than that, no animals are resting on this thing. There's no animals on it whatsoever.
So as it gets
There is
dark,
now.
There are now. There's 3. Yes.
as it gets dark, I definitely want to watch around us for like campfires in the distance.
I can have Daniel do that for us.
That'll work.
He doesn't need to sleep anyway.
It's just that after the full rest, we are going to be it's going to be nighttime. I don't know if you want to climb down during nighttime
We
Or
can feather
walk.
fall down if you want.
in nighttime.
Yeah, so it's 4. Long rest will be 8 hours from now. So it'll be late when you guys are having your long rest.
All right. So do we want
All
to take
2
our
of them.
long rest up here and then go explore the ziggurat when it gets dark? You know, when we're awake again.
I mean, it might be safer because then there's nobody there. Probably. I hope. Maybe.
Yeah,
The
that'll
only
work.
downside is that Eldrin doesn't have night vision
That's all right.
or dark vision.
I have my Kitsune bee.
Yeah, but that gives away your position as well.
I mean, I can shrink them down to fireflies, assuming there are fireflies on this island.
You can just like to see when you're walking around at night, because there's the moons, and stars.
Yeah, let's do that. Sleep now, visit ziggurat at night.
All right, sounds like a plan. Aldrin breaks out the tent, and you guys sleep under the belly.
Yeah, center of the belly so that no one can see us if they look.
Excellent. The 3 of
Try to
you,
conceal the fire as well. Actually, are we having a campfire?
Maybe a small one just to cook or finish cooking.
Sure.
I mean, other than that, we don't really need a fire.
No, we have hot water.
Exactly.
Infinite hot water.
Infinite
This is-
hot water. Actually, I'm gonna have some of that cooled down so we have some infinite fresh cold water.
on that note, it is incredibly fresh. Like, it is crystal clear water. No contamination. As you guys are setting up camp and kind of getting things ready, the 3 of you rolling me a d20 just flat.
I like it when DM asks me to roll a random number.
Oh yeah, rolling low like I always do.
Oh, make sure to expend your 2nd level spell slot you got back from the ring.
Why does it die?
The ring comes
Because-
back at dawn.
The ring comes back at dawn.
Yeah.
Is dawn at 6
Oh,
a.m.?
yeah, I did that.
I'll say for mechanic purposes, dawn will just be on new day, just because it's easier. So basically at 1
Sure.
o'clock. Yeah, at 12, just because it's easier that way. Because we're going to hit
Like,
that
You know what?
point.
Since you're long resting, prayer of healing to everyone again.
So you don't
Now
use
I
your
don't
hit
have
die.
to spend any hit dice.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yay.
actually get them back. We'll say don't fall on long rest just yet. You guys have the first 4 hours just kind of to yourselves while you're chilling. But after this, you guys hear a rumbling, and it's almost as if the basalt spire is vibrating ever so slightly.
The one we're on?
The one you were standing on, correct. And you wait sort of a second. And I would say by this point, it's probably been a few hours, you most likely have put out any fires you have. The moons are out and they're bright, but suddenly a brighter blue light shines down from above. And as you gaze up, you can actually see that all of 7 of the hydras, their eyes are glowing a bright, bright blue.
Oh, good.
And then after a second, you can hear some gurgling. And then, suddenly, thousands of gallons of water begin bursting forth from their mouths. I'm going to go ahead and pause there.
I
Nice.
love it. We get to watch a show.